The new national currency of Sweden.
Burn it all. Leave none alive.
Man, did you read about Aurora coin?
I have heard of it, but I have not actually read anything about it.
Basically, some Bitcoiners had this great idea to solve the problems of Iceland's economy. They were going to give them their own special Bitcoin variant.
There you go.
And then the Icelanders didn't even bother to mine it, so some guys just did a 51% attack and got all the coins. Then all the libertarians go, well, if they can be asked to protect their Bitcoin, they don't deserve them.
Welp. In any case, the stream seems to be running perfectly now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Let's just refresh that. Yeah, that's a stream, alright.
Man, that game summary is like the most generic video game thing ever. Play as Dude as he searches a vampire's castle in search of his kidnapped betrothed.
I think they may have reused that for Haunted Castle.
Yeah, I mean, just change the name, I was about to say, and there are like a dozen games here. And no, Ravs, we were having problems because apparently the stream itself was randomly password protected, which means that if you wanted to watch the stream, you had to input a password. And Shining had not checked any options boxes or such to make that happen. And we've never seen it before, so we had no fucking clue what was going on.
And now it's gone.
It was all a dream.
Maybe it was because I actually typed in swordfish in it.
The override password has been entered. Open up all the streams. Man. Swordfish. Have you ever seen the movie?
No.
Oh, you should see that movie. It's amazing.
I think I saw him once or twice.
It's the stupidest fucking thing, and it has John Travolta in it, which makes it even better.
Honestly, the only part that I can actually really remember about it was, I don't know, I guess they decided to kill off Halle Berry at some point, supposedly.
Yep. They show Halle Berry's tits in full image, and then she says, "You should be careful," to the protagonist, and then she is dead a few scenes later.
Allow me to demonstrate why you should be careful.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then she explodes.
And in an early scene, John Travolta, who is the villain, just says to the protagonist, "Well, why don't you try and hack the CIA servers?" And they do this like, easy mode. "Well, how about you do it while this hot blonde gives you a blowjob?" And he's like, "Oh no! Blowjobs, my only weakness! Ah!"
Yeah, seriously, what was up with that?
And then John Travolta is like, "Ha ha ha, I guess you couldn't take the pressure." And the protagonist just slowly rotates the laptop and it just says CIA internal servers, access granted, blinking in green. And you're like, oh wow, this movie is going to be amazing, isn't it?
Special access for CIA hackers.
Yeah. Movie, Jesus fucking Christ. There is an interesting idea behind it and an almost semi-realistic concept at the bottom, which I think was originally written by someone completely different. And then the Hollywood writers got hold of it and they just went, "You know what we should do? The stupidest possible shit." Yeah. Stupid is great.
We have some adjustments we would like to make based on our focus groups.
The movie, however, actually features the Marcos Mantis car, which is a really, really neat car. I'm glad you put it in there. Mm-hmm. Marcos makes great cars in general because they're all hand-built and the interiors are made out of wood. As you might imagine, they don't make many cars.
Yeah, I would imagine. Do they fold the plastic themselves?
Yes, I think that they handle all the machining except for the engines. Everything else is handmade.
Oh, if they could also design a functional engine, then that would be pretty great. Even more so they couldn't break copyright laws doing it.
So, Shining.
Shining?
Shining.
Castlevania. Lament of Innocence.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
That makes no sense at all. Man, I keep getting an ad for people who are destroying their kitchen during breakfast because they're too busy surfing the web on their smartphones.
Uh-huh.
And then it says, hey, how much free surf do you need each month to do cool stuff? And I'm like, well, I think I've used like 2 megabytes of traffic last month.
I had quite a nasty problem with that, honestly.
Oh?
I have to pay 150 euros for internet that I didn't use.
Oh, crap.
Because apparently my cell phone somehow was using the internet without me asking for it.
Oh, crap. Did it get put into roaming mode or something?
I have no idea. I couldn't find anything to turn it off, so I had to just wipe all the internet settings. And it finally stopped doing that.
Well, that is shitty.
The weirdest thing is that I hadn't changed anything before, and suddenly it just starts doing that.
Man, smartphones. How do they work?
Actually, it's an old cell phone.
Oh, wow, it's an old cell phone even.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Samsung.
Oh, hey. Did you know, TM, that Samsung is Korean slang for coming?
Well, they sure were coming all over my bill.
No. It was pretty salted, if you know what I mean.
I'm salty as fuck.
Yeah, just so you know, I'm going to be cutting all of this stuff out.
No. This is the podcast part of the stream. This is where all the interesting conversation happens, and then the game starts, and we have to talk about that white-haired dude whipping people.
Hey, this room sure looks the same.
Yeah, in any case, might as well get started so we can get this out of the way, and then people can pretty much watch something that they are probably interested in, like, I don't know, Dark Souls 2 or something.
Dark Souls.
Of course, we still need to wait a bit while it's switching resolutions
Yep.
Yeah.
several times.
Warning, if you have a history of epilepsy, what the fuck are you doing playing action games, you stupid idiot?
A fun fact about Dark Souls, I think I actually saw someone say that the Japanese made no good games and then decided Dark Souls is a good game.
There you go.
It's kind of amazing. Wish I took a picture of it.
Well, you see, Dark Souls is technically not Japanese. It embodies the spirit of Western RPGs, you see.
First knights simply protected their lord's domain.
I have actually seen a lot of people try to claim that
Late 11th century.
the entire Soul series is a Western RPG because it's designed like a Western RPG, and I'm like, are you people blind or something? It embodies the very essence of Japanese game design everywhere.
One company of knights was said to be invincible due to 2 men.
So do we have to watch the intro roll?
A courageous man who feared
Not
no
really.
one's
I just
abilities was second
wanted to make sure
none.
whether or not, you know, the
And
game
Matthias
audio was too loud or
a
something like
genius
that.
tactician
Ah.
whose learning made him an exception.
So there's one blonde dude, he's the good guy, and then there's a black-haired guy, and he's the bad guy, because that's how it works.
They were bound
It's Black Alucard.
Yeah, Yeah, it pretty much is. I do like his jacket though.
It's a huge jacket.
Yeah, it's pretty pimp. It's got ermine and everything.
Of his beloved wife, Elisabetta.
You must have killed a lot of Ermine for that.
Yeah.
Back when it wasn't really extinct.
So I don't know, are there any complaints in the chat involving game audio?
Not that I can see, no.
Really?
Okay, then we'll skip this.
Either thanks to Leon's efforts, they remain proudly undefeated.
Your company remains probably undefeated in the hits charts.
Yep. He's the best frontman they could ever have asked for.
Spent in all those extra hours coding the engine for this game. They just couldn't have met the deadline without Leon Belmont. And hey, we're here again.
Off we go! Time to whip it! Whip it good!
Diva mode engage.
Okay, so I guess there's only one more area left.
I like that it pops up Cleared! As you get a stamp, that's great. I love it. Oh shit. It's the
Ghostly
Ghostly
Theater.
Theater. Spooky.
Waiting for some other NPC. What are you doing here? I'm waiting for that other NPC. It's hopeless. Let's just hang ourselves.
Suicide may be the only option.
So
The
yeah,
road is too short.
now they've added in the bone towers
man.
and they just shoot gigantic fuck off lasers.
Look at that fucking thing. That thing is huge.
How did
I
you shoot Bono Dragoon?
I don't remember them being
Sharp.
that big.
Well, if you compare the sprites, they always were a little bit bigger than Simon.
Yeah, but these ones are like each skull is as tall as Leo's.
Well, different breed of dragons.
Yeah, I suppose.
Dragon season was very good that year.
Back in the day, the dragons were 3 times as big.
They don't grow as big as they used to, son.
Didn't breathe no bullshit fire. They shot freaking laser beams out of their mouth. Yeah, whatever, Grandma.
Something we put in the ground, son.
Then they started fluoridizing the water, and the dragon shrunk and became weak.
Came only mini boxes.
It calcifies your pineal gland, kid. I like that it's just plain ghost. Yeah, I guess it's to be expected. We're in the Ghostly Theater.
Wait, are those thunberries?
Nope, they're ghost.
There might be a bit of inspiration there.
Yeah, I suspect there is. Especially those ones that are green that we fought earlier.
And walk very slowly towards you. You know, this theater doesn't really have a lot of theater rooms, I've noticed.
Yeah, there are a lot of hallways, but not much seating.
This theater can seat 5,000 people who can only play a single play.
Seat 5,000 people on the floor.
They've got some good refreshments.
Yep.
And a very nice light show, courtesy of the Bone Dragons.
Very effective security measures.
There's a bit on stagehands as well. They don't have to pay them if they don't live past their first day.
They're on hourly contracts because that's roughly how long they survive.
Oh hey, it's the male leads.
It's the older twins.
La, 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 la. They just gotta eat a bit before they start singing. It looks like the Hoarder has arrived.
Watch out! It's using its eye laser. I don't remember Cyclops having eye lasers.
Surely do. Haven't you ever read the Odyssey?
That's exactly why I was about to say I did. Don't remember them mentioning that.
Oh, you see, the only Cyclops you see gets his eyes gouged out, so he doesn't get a chance to use it.
Ah, of course.
But it's only there in the expanded universe.
Timothy Zahn's Odyssey 2.
So yeah, guess what? We're already at the boss.
Yay!
Except the problem is this is another one of those where we need a specific item in order to make the boss appear.
Welp.
Well, considering that we're in a theater, can you guess what it is?
That
A
stage,
ticket.
for all the grandeur in this building, that stage is a bit pathetic.
I like that the entry hall where you're supposed to hang out and mingle before watching the play is like 5 times as large as the stage.
And that the stage is just this small wooden affair. It more sounds like a flea theater, honestly.
Your health is getting low, hero. Watch that.
It's fine.
Try to get your combat multiplier even higher.
I have detected that your health is getting low. Would you like to set me to look for hearts?
Would you like to spend crystals to recover your health points? Crystals can be bought in the store.
Or getting low on health? Have you brought a cleric along? Clerics are usually warriors of the divine who can heal you.
Man, having no primary healer in your party in any of the Baldur's Gate Icewind Dale games. That's good stuff. Oh no, I've lost 20 hit points. Time to rest. 4 days later.
Ugh.
That was a good nap. I told the story before, but my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate, I got trapped on the Lizardman level of the first real dungeon you're supposed to visit. And my party was basically just too weak to take them on more than 1 or 2 at a time, and there were dozens of them in the area, and they had all aggroed on us. So we were hiding in basically one of the Lizardman's inner rooms, which was really nice, really. There was food, you know, and divans and some beds and everything, and we would open the door, fight a few Lizardmen, and then we would close the door and go to bed and rest. So my dude spent 480 days in that room.
Was the rent any good?
We paid in blood. But yeah, I learned there the hard way that you should probably see about bringing a cleric.
Airbnb Baldur's Gate edition. Oh, perfect.
Of course, it doesn't
When
help
did
that I
the-
still got hit by one of those things immediately afterwards.
Kinda looks like he's just shrugging them off.
Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for the opening of the stage. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. When the bell tolls, the burlesque shall begin. So, what is that thing firing those rocks in a way? Is it just a big rock firing small rocks?
I have no idea.
It seems to have stopped.
Yeah, because it was just this big brown shape, so it just looks like a rock shooting smaller rocks. Just budding off little rocks to hit you with.
We'll see what it is the next time we go to that room. When it respawns.
Please no. Oh god, it
There
actually...
it is!
No! Why would you do that? No!
Is the point to kill the blue statue and not...
Hell, is it a cannon? It looks like there's a giant cannon turret. What the hell?
Looks a bit like it.
That makes no sense. Apparently there's a kind of the more magical targeting system as well, just in case.
I got those 3 points up. Right, so what was the purpose of that room?
Well, you see, it opens paths to other rooms.
Wow, a single door.
Getting the big bucks now. Yeah.
I can afford a hot dog now.
How I long for the days where hot dogs were $1 a piece.
Or I could get several hot dogs since this is in the past.
The sad thing is that the hot dog wasn't invented yet. They only had sausages.
Well, we can put the anti-soul mystery lab in that.
We just cut open a bread and put a sausage in it, and all those medieval slack-jawed peasants just go, "Oh my god!"
Search the hot dog. I need to make use of this great pre-inflation rate.
Dracula playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, basically. You have researched hot dog stand. The medieval population doesn't know what a hot dog is, so it might be slow going at first.
Your vendors might be burned for witchcraft.
Harsh.
With prices like these, who's to say it isn't, huh?
I'm looking forward to see what will happen when we defeat the 5th boss, though, if we just gain a new hub area with 5 further bosses or something. Or maybe there will actually be some sort of plot.
Maybe we'll actually get to go into the castle. There's a pagoda in this castle?
Hey now, no spoilers. It's the secret ending, where you travel to Japan. Little Durakura. Cleon Belmont in Go Nippon. Sweet car, you say?
It's sort of like having serfs, but for the train.
Yep.
And on a cart. See, with this cart you can buy a serf to drive the train for you.
Brilliant. Whatever will they think of next?
Ooh, this system sure is great.
Since I'm on top.
Yeah.
Still, Leon probably doesn't need anything in the ways of transportation, because we have learned that apparently he just ran across Europe.
And he's still running.
Yep, he hasn't stopped. Guy must have the heart the size of an ox.
Did he run all the way to Egypt as well? In the Crusades?
He probably jogged. It gets hot down there.
And when he's on the boat, he's just running around in circles around the deck.
Yep, you're running laps. He gets on the oars. Get some back work in there.
A primitive water wheel is constructed for him to run around. Hey, it's more tar hounds.
Shadow Werf.
Shadow
Watch
Wolves,
out,
it's
they'll throw a tomahawk.
Or Zario. I really need the vampire.
Where the vampires at? Where is Vampire Walter?
Walter, the God of the Earth.
The Herr des Bösen.
Where is God, my Lord?
We come up and it turns out it's actually Walter Matthau.
And
Cranky
the
old
thing is,
vampire.
there isn't anything in this room.
Yeah,
It's just
sure.
simply somewhere we end up if we got knocked off of something on one of the higher floors.
That sounds fun.
But hey, gotta get that map percentage.
Yeah. Yeah, you can glitch through the walls here.
Turn into vampire bat form and wing beat your way through.
So yeah, we're doing this again.
Here we go again. Oh my god. Ah!
Crazy opera house with one theater.
And a giant fucking cannon turret in the lobby. You don't have a ticket.
This is where they train the ballerinas.
Be quick or be dead.
But I mean, isn't graceful enough, gets cannon shotted.
Sprats.
Yeah, they have to just tiptoe around the room, killing all those minotaurs before they are allowed out. That could probably be killer on their toes though.
Well, ballerinas generally suffer irreparable damage to the bones of their feet anyway, so hey. All
Price.
for the art, you see.
Price of grace.
And ballet. It's basically physical and mental torture, but people volunteer for it. I'm not entirely sure why.
Cultural heritage then.
I guess.
It's also great that everything that shows ballet doesn't discuss those things.
Of course not. You can't discuss the negative aspects of an art you enjoy. Jeez. It's like video games, they're faultless. Video games are great, and there are no related issues that need looking into.
Did you know that ballet did more for women than feminism ever did?
I can't even argue. It's
Maybe.
so true.
Maybe you should have learned a bit more of history. Oh, I tipped my fedora.
You're sounding a bit faint there, Lark.
Let me speak.
Thank God for that, I was about to say.
Yeah, it was too horrible.
If there's one time you might want to lower your voice a bit. Man. I own multiple hats, but I do not technically own a fedora.
I have nothing against hats.
Just generally the heads that are underneath them.
And now you sound really faint.
Is this better?
Yep.
Yeah. I just raise my voice a bit.
Need to find the courage to speak up.
With a weirdest mic, like it's my own skin.
Put it in your mouth.
Nom.
I always found that amusing when you see people that are trying to sing and they just basically make out with the microphone. Just have the microphone bulb shoved all the way between their lips. I don't know.
I like to imagine that the guy whose song they're singing is on the other side of the microphone. That's how I act when I'm singing Queen songs.
Wants to live forever. I don't know, I'm not too big on, rubbing my lips up against metal that other people might have rubbed their lips up against previously.
Hey, as long as you're the first one to do it.
I suppose. The original germ was mine.
It has built a little kingdom there. It has said no to immigration.
Even my germs are racist. What should I do? Germs are notoriously racist, though, I was about to say. They do not like to coexist at all. See, it's the natural order.
Kind of like a little thunderdome there in your body. Two species enter. Rotten hell. No species actually leaves, but oh well.
It happens, I was about to say. I like that Leon has no soul to that giant fucking crush. Like, oh no, 18
Ow.
hit points.
Oh, that mildly inconvenienced me.
That hurt.
I'm pretty sure this room was in Ocarina of Time.
Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light.
Oh hey, that'll be a fun room to go into again.
Let me tell you about spikes.
You see, Totek, this is the great Western invention, spikes. Spikes. Use them to kill robots.
And pretty much everything else. Let's talk about spikes in video games and how they've been there since the Atari 2600 era. Spikes are a really old idea when it comes to just things making you dead.
Very effective imagery for it, at least.
Yeah. Big pointy metal things.
Also very easy to render.
Yep, since there's basically just one triangle.
Yeah.
So
Of
let's
course.
let's make a tier list. Good spikes. Spikes that only damage you when you fall on them from above. Bad spikes. Spikes that just hurt you if you're anywhere near them. Because nothing is more frustrating than walking into a spike from the side and being flung backwards with damage, because that is bullshit.
My favorite spike is the one that blends into the background. Very nice couch. Actually, there's not a lot of seating room in this giant theater, isn't there?
No, there's one couch here in the middle of the landing for the stairs where you can take a break, but that's pretty much it in here.
That's nowhere near the stage.
Yep. This really seems like more of a, you know, social hangout. Theater's just an excuse.
It's like a museum or something. And here's a ballroom. Why would you have a carpet in a ballroom?
Oh no, did that zombie poop itself?
Yeah, that carpet is ruined fast.
The blood has nothing to do with it, of course.
Yeah, in between those zombies and those dogs. You know. Seems they're just merged into the floor even. Like the carpet is already decayed, it's just the imprint of the carpet that's left. And of course the various molds giving you the sensation of fur.
Oh hey, time to use the white tiger key to get to the...
Art brooch.
Hey, that seems like a very good item.
We can use more special attacks now.
All the time.
Oh, the bloody cape.
All it really does is just, you know, gives you some hearts whenever you take damage.
Oh, why aren't you equipping it then?
Well, you know, I just run into those torch things or whatever and I get hearts anyway.
You have awakened the power of the stone mask.
My stand allows me to smash things by running into them.
But only random furniture.
Yep. My stand is called Momentum.
Perfect. What did blocking do again?
It fills
Perfect
up your
block fills up your
magic
meter,
meter
doesn't
if
it? Yeah.
they do purple attacks.
Ah, right.
I remember that. Because I paid attention in the tutorial area.
I was too busy looking at for a difference in the background.
And of course,
Keeping
I
an eye
forgot
out
one
for
single
something that
area.
was not.
Why aren't you going to the second floor?
Needs to clear out the first floor. There are still things to be discovered. And by things we mean a single hallway. There we go.
Just affirming that this hallway is indeed there.
Yeah.
I could trust the map, but I have to see it with my own eyes.
Second floor, same as before.
Amazing, this floor is identical to the other floor. Walter
Oh,
really
wait. Turn around a bit. Those chairs that you just passed. Can you run back to those, please? What the Christ? Look at the size of them!
Well, Walter is a...
Well, I can't
we've seen
stand all
some
of
of them. Whoa.
Walter is a big guy!
And he has a lot of big guests.
Clearly this is where the ogres take their break, I was about to say. Maybe Walter is like that boss vampire from the Vampire Hunter D movie. He's just like 10 feet tall for no reason other because then he's big. Because you see he's powerful and powerful people are big, that's how it works. Man, that movie is very, very particular. I was about to say.
I don't know, are we talking about the first one or the second one?
The original one.
Okay.
One with the amazing English dub.
I don't think I've ever managed to listen to the English dub. I think the DVD that I got only got the Japanese audio track.
See, the Japanese voices are perfectly fine, and that's what ruins the movie, I was about to say. The English dub, on the other hand, is amazing.
Actually, one thing that I liked about that movie is that at one point there was one scene where for like a second they actually did a little Kenshiro cameo. And funnily enough, in the Fist of the North Star animated movie, there was one short scene where Dee pretty much made a little cameo.
Raster, we are talking about Vampire Hunter D, which I have not watched, but I did play the PlayStation game of it.
Huh. I'm the other way around. I always wanted to play the game, but never got around to it.
I played it as well, and it wasn't really all that fantastic from what I can remember.
It's, imagine like trying to do Devil May Cry combat with old school Resident Evil mechanics.
Well, it worked for Onimusha, but it sure as hell
Nice.
didn't work for Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah, that's because it's a bit hard to air juggle with tank controls. Still, the game looked very nice.
Yeah, I saw screenshots of it in a gaming machine back in the day, and I was surprised at the graphical fidelity for the time.
And the voice acting, while probably kinda bad, is sort of amazing for a PlayStation game.
Hmm.
So yeah, now there's this bullshit.
Now there's this bullshit. Oh no!
Oh, it's dark.
If only there was some way to bring a light source of some kind.
And yeah, if you fall off, they pretty much kick you all the way back to the start of the room.
Luckily, Leon is part anglerfish. He just can't wait to bite into Maria and merge into her. Becoming an organ that occasionally secretes, semen.
It's basically all that men are good for.
Now, The problem is, from what I can remember, there's also another door here, and there's supposed to be a hidden platform, but I have no idea where it is. So I'm probably gonna start falling off all the time.
Yeah.
And of course they kick me all the way back here.
Oh, there. Was that it?
Well, I think I saw something there.
It could just be the start, I guess.
At least they apparently allow you to edge grab. That's nice of them.
Not a lot of games that you edge grab.
Edge grab.
Okay, now I at least know that's there. And god damn.
I kind of know that feeling though when you jump and you think you're not going to make it, so you mash the button, but then you land on it and you jump again and
Yeah.
you desperately try to regain control.
Brisingamen.
Yeah, man.
Yay Molen says hello, and informs that he's not in a position to guess today.
Oh. Please inform me when you guys are done here, though.
When we're done here.
I'll be dead on.
Yep. We'll let you know once we hit the jackpot.
And then it's time to finish this.
Oh, Platinum Games, why are you so quotable? And
Because they're
Quentin
one of the
Flynn
few
did...
game designers that still know what they're doing.
At least in that genre, yes. Man, I wonder how Quentin Flynn feels about that. It's like, okay, you're going to be Raiden in MGS2, and it's like, okay, this is an interesting character, you know, a bit tortured past, a little bit silly. He grows a bit, and then he comes back for MGS4, and it's like, okay. And then they're like, okay, we have a new game coming up. Okay, is it MGS5? No, it's this thing called Revengeance.
But then I just showed him the Armstrong cutscene and he was totally on board.
I would love to be a voice actor in a game like that. I mean, you can just go completely overboard.
Which is pretty much what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, his Ripper voice is just him, he just having it up.
Yeah, it's so great. And and all these people that were just perturbed about, no, it's so stupid, so silly, oh my god, this is the most immature thing ever. Yes. That's the point.
And last time I checked, Metal Gear Solid has always been silly.
Yeah, I mean, they're super corny games, really. It's just they have a generally serious message and a serious core to each mission, but on top of that is just layers and layers and layers of in-jokes, fourth wall breaking, and corny lines that no one in their right mind would take seriously.
But now we're gonna get Metal Gear Solid 5.
Hardcore for mature gamers like myself.
Let's see if Kojima can actually deliver on that.
When we learn the truth about Quiet, we will be ashamed of ourselves.
I'm sure I'll feel some shame.
From looking at her, oh my god.
Well, let's see what happens.
A ring-a-ding-ding, it's curtain time.
showtime.
Wow. Oh jeez, Elker did a thing. Let's see what the thing is. It's...
Right?
Oh man!
What is it?
That is a pretty great thing.
Which tab do I do away
Leon,
with?
you came to save me.
You can always just open a new one.
Thank
Ah,
goodness. I'm so glad you're not hurt.
I can't believe you're safe.
Piccata.
Let's get out of here first.
Don't fall for it, Leon.
Yes.
It's a succubus.
Huh?
Who
Wow, what's
are
with
you?
Oh my.
Something is wrong with the way her head is shaped.
And I thought this would work so well.
Maybe if I hadn't raised the knife and went, wahaha, I'm going to murder you, I would have gotten away with it, but you know.
I was
Ah, I called it.
It was obvious that it wouldn't be so easy.
That's one hell of a bodice she's wearing.
Let you die without any
That's one hell of a hair
because I
core.
liked the way you
Yeah, angry punch. Wait, what the hell is going on with those?
That's just too bad.
But I've changed
What,
my mind.
what are those even supposed to do? Those little.
Pain. Just the thought
I mean, come on.
thrills me. Oh, this will be
Did you seriously move your pants so far down that you turned them into two individual pants? That's what you did, isn't it? You couldn't bring your pants any lower, so you had to make one pant like for each leg.
Say it.
See that she applies to the school of spin to win.
Yeah. Really great.
But now we're Virgil. Where's your motivation? Witness the power of Belmont.
I need hearts. More hearts. Oh, those knives sure curve around.
Yeah. We're
Well,
new
she
types.
tends to block them from time to time, but
I'm crossing this shit.
Yeah. Itano Circus, here we go.
And two more bellmen show up to complete the maneuver.
And I love macro-style missile spam.
If I had known this would happen.
There's just something about launching 300 missiles at once that makes me happy inside.
Then,
And
like
it's
that
good for the
old
economy.
man,
Yeah.
you would have.
Old man, you're talking about Ronaldo. What do you mean?
That old man. His own daughter.
Let me foreshadow a bit while I slowly disintegrate now.
Yeah. She turns into rose petals. That is pretty great.
Sinful Rose.
Whoa.
Now we have the yellow orb.
okay. And with the yellow orb is apparently the astral knife. Let's see what that does. Okay.
Yeah. Is it doing? Oh, there it is.
Oh, so you get some those things that just wait around and launch themselves at enemies that get too close. It's a defensive variant.
Doesn't Joachim have an attack like that as well when he kills him?
Ronaldo.
Although he
please
uses
tell
his
me,
swords
what is
instead.
it? About your daughter.
Hey, Gandalf, what's with that
I
succubus?
don't know what you've heard.
You know what I suddenly
need to know
remembered that
more.
this guy reminds me of?
Ronaldo, you've helped me so much.
The
least
old
I can do for
retired
you is listen
mercenary
to your
that
story and
works in the
support you on your
tavern in
suffering.
Bladestorm.
Oh,
Needless
that guy.
meddling.
He's just standing around and talking in a silly voice.
He has been around since the 100.
Very
Wait, that
well.
hasn't happened yet, did it?
I'll tell you.
Nope, not yet.
It was 5 years ago.
Oh, at least he has a job after this.
A cold
I
night.
suppose.
The full moon.
The Walter
I
Boom
returned
was
home
just
from
a
picking
temporary
herbs
thing.
necessary for the
Yeah.
sacred
Base.
arts.
A cold night with a full moon.
Was a sea
What a terrible
of
line.
steaming blood.
Herbs necessary for the secret
At the
arts.
center of it were the bodies of my wife
Oh dear.
and son.
The secret art of holistic
I
medicine.
could not believe my eyes. My daughter was there, laughing. Blood dripping from her mouth.
She was turned into a vampire?
That's right. By Walter. My daughter went out a window without even looking at me. When I recovered, I built the whip with alchemy. Then, I searched for her.
I built the whip with alchemy. That's not how whip making works.
Building a whip.
And Lena's all like, no, I don't want more plots. Please, leave some more for the later half of the game.
I
Whoa,
challenged
slow
Walter.
down a bit. This pacing is killing me.
That's why I live here. And help those who wish to fight him.
I never would have guessed.
Forget
That's why I
everything
set
just
up
said.
shop
Think
right
only of
outside his
yourself
castle, and
now.
he never bothered to come down
He's
and
not
kick
an
me out.
opponent you can beat while distracted.
No.
Hey,
You're wrong.
it's a prime
What do you
location.
mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
The force
Good
of
business
your
there.
grief can
Boost the
only
local
make
economy
me
a bit.
stronger.
The
Good
force
rent.
of your grief can only make me stronger.
So I don't know, I guess Leon Belmont is trying to harness the power of Musou Tensei.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I carry with me the tears
What would you like
of
today?
Gandalf.